Should you go low calorie or low carb? Does it matter? How many of you guys, anyone here who's for low calories and just thinks it comes down to calories, raise your hand and let us look around the room. It just comes down to calories. Eat less, exercise more, that's all it is. That's interesting, right? How many of you guys think it comes down to carbs more than anything? Lower carbs, right? And how many of you guys think it has a little bit to do with both? Maybe you don't really know, right? So most people are sort of in the middle, right? Most people are sort of in the middle here. And here's the interesting thing. Is a low-calorie diet not a low-carb diet? It is, right? If I'm supposed to have 2,000 calories, right, and let's say I'm 30% carbohydrate by percent of calories, and I lower my calories down to 1,500 calories, am I not taking in less carbs than I was before? I am, right? So my point here is that we're always in this argument, I feel like, in our field about calories or carbs, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. However, here's the interesting thing that happens. Let's take a woman in menopause, right? Her whole life she's been on low-calorie diets and they've worked for her, right? They've worked for her. But then she gets to menopause and what happens? That same low-calorie diet no longer works for her. What has happened? Perhaps, I'm just saying perhaps, try this on, perhaps when she was going on the low calories before estrogen and progesterone went away, it was low carb enough to get results, right? But after estrogen and progesterone went away, that low calorie diet no longer got her low carb enough. So when I see women in my clinic who are in menopause and have been on these calorie diets and tell me, hey, Jade, I can't, this low-calorie diet doesn't work anymore, that's when I start getting them to count carbs, not calories. Does that make sense?